Hello everyone, it's me Linda. Welcome to Lenny P's Place. I hope that everyone is doing well today. And yeah, I'm on here today to share some clusters I've been making, fabric clusters. They're for a swap that Susan Hiles at Susan Hiles Creates is hosting, and we were to make a fabric cluster, and it was to be a fall theme or thankful or blessed, I think. I'm not sure. Thankful. Anyway, so I have been working on clusters. And you know, this was a hard thing for me to do. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm starting to ramble already. We were to do a cluster. It was to be a fall theme or blessed or thankful. And we were to make sure that we put either a charm or a button on it. And I think that was all there was as far as what you had to do. So I've been doing a few because I realized that I'm not good with fall stuff. I'm very limited in the colors I like to use. But I made this red one, and it's got some pink in it. It doesn't have a button, but it has a flower on it. So I've made that one, and it's just a pretty simple one. And then I made this one, but it's also pink and red. It's got a button on it, like it's supposed to have. But I wouldn't call this fall, so neither one of those work. This one's pretty simple here. Where'd that come from? I guess it was just stuck. But it's not fall either. It's blue. So, but it's got a button on it. And these I just made for my swap partner because her colors are pink and green. So I made this one for her, just to go along with the one that we were supposed to make, the fall one. So I made her this one, and I made her this one. They're not really fancy, but they're the colors that she likes, and I think they turned out pretty. So she's going to be getting those. These I'm just going to keep for myself. Probably won't use them, but I'm keeping them. Oh, and then this is the one that I made for her as far as for the fall theme. But then as I look at it, it seems kind of big. It looks more like it would be, I don't know, it just looks too big. But I'm going to send it to her anyway. So there's that one. And this is the one that I'm working on now. And so I think this is more the right size. I could cut it down just a little bit so that it wouldn't be quite this big. I'm kind of thinking that I might trim it up just a little. Just trying to think of how to do these, and I don't make a lot of snippets, or not snippets, but clusters. This is, I don't know, I've decided I'm just very limited in the things I do. I'm going to cut this down a little bit, just so it won't be quite so big. I should be using my fabric scissors. Would work out better, I think. And of course, it probably won't be straight because I never do anything straight. If you watch Rachel, she says she has crooked eyes. Well, I think I have crooked eyes too. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That looks like a better size. What do you think? I think so. Okay. All right. Then that means my button might be too big. Maybe I'll put it over here on this side. And it won't be. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to find another button. Or maybe I'll change my mind. I'll put a charm on it. Not sure. Anyway, I'm going to get this stitched down. Now, I've got out some threads, some flosses. I'm using DMC floss, and I'm using all 6 strands. So now I just have to figure out which color I want to use and where I want to use it. Like I said, these are not my colors. Makes it hard. I think I might go with this. It'll show up well. And I'll just do my little stitch all the way around, and it'll be crooked too. Because everything is crooked. But that, you know what, that's just my style, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm pretty particular and quite anal about most of the things that I do. But when it comes to stitching, no, I'm not. Because, come on, I don't have my little puller thing with me, I don't think. Yeah, I do. Let me get it out of here. There we go. Yeah, what I was saying is I've decided that slow stitching is the one thing that I'm not going to drive myself nuts over. It's supposed to be relaxing, and so, yeah, I go with whatever, however it comes out, for the most part. And I'm okay with that. Works for me. So I'll just do this. And for some reason, and I don't know why, I mean, I know a few stitches. I don't know a lot, but I know a few. But I don't know. For me, this is just what I like to do. I like to do this, and I like the, what are they called? I don't remember. The knots. French knots. Yeah, I like to do those. And I just like to do plain old straight stitching. I'm not, I keep thinking I'm going to get a little more fancy, but you know what? Sometimes fancy requires a lot of thinking, and when I'm doing this, I don't want to think about it. I like to do this in front of the TV. I like to watch, I would like to watch my shows, and just mindless stitch, and that's usually what I do. And because my stitching's quite boring, this is all I do really, I don't see a lot of reason to do it on camera. I don't see a reason to make a video because it's just really not that much to see. You're not going to learn anything from me, that's for sure. But today, I just thought maybe I'd come on and finish this one with you ladies, because I actually did the other ones while I was at my daughter's at night, sitting in the bed watching TV. Had all my stuff around me, and I just worked on them. Got them all finished. but I need to get this one done. This was an afterthought. I just looked at my fall one and I thought that's just kind of, I think, big for a cluster, but I don't know. Is there a certain size that you have to do for a cluster? I have no idea. I don't know if clusters have to be a certain size. Or can they be any size? Because I guess they're kind of like a collage, aren't they? Sort of? Kind of? I don't know. Anyway, this is how big mine's going to be. And this is how I'm doing it. Okay, so that's... And for these I used, and for this one here too, I used my Japanese fabrics. I hadn't had a chance to use them for anything, so I thought they were fall colors, close enough. I'm going to just tie this off, and then I'm going to get another color. Okay, that's good. And I used a backing on mine. I wanted something to put the fabric on, so I just used some of this old, I don't know what it was. But anyway, okay, so that's done. Now, I need a different color. I think I might use this one. No, I'm going to use, yeah, I think I'll use this one. And I threaded up my needles, so don't have to watch me do that. Oh, well, I completely missed my fabric on that one. There, and I think I'm going to do something a little different on this one. Let me get started. I have trouble getting started. Okay. See, when I do something else, I slow way down. And this won't be, what was I going to say? See, I have to concentrate when I do these. And they won't be very straight. Uh-oh, I'm caught on the knot. Yep. If I can get caught on something, you can bet it's going to be, if there's anything there, my thread's going to catch it. Okay. See, these aren't going to be even because I don't do even, but I'm going to go with them anyway. And maybe when it's finished, it'll look okay. I'm not sure I like this color, but I'm going to go with it anyway. So, anybody watching anything good? I don't have anything to watch. I mean, I have my favorite television shows that I like to watch, which I love Chicago Fire and Chicago PD and Law and Order SVU. Those are my regulars that I watch all the time. And I like The Gilded Age. I love that. I love period dramas like that. So I am watching that. And that's it for me. I don't really have anything else. But I've been watching a lot of movies on YouTube. That's just something I've started doing lately. And most of them, they're old, but I like watching them. Let me see, how am I going now? This way, I guess. Or maybe not. No, I need to stay this way. Don't just want to put your hand through and help me out? Because I'm awkward. But I still love doing it, even if it takes me forever. But that's why they call it slow stitching, right? Because you don't have to be in a hurry. These stitches here seem to be coming out a little more even than the ones on the top. They didn't turn out so great. But it's all right. Shouldn't have said anything. That one's a little... that one turned out a little crooked. I'm not taking it out. I'm going right on. So for you ladies that think, hey, I'd really like to learn to do that, but I can't sew, well, here you go. I can't either. Now I got my threads all hung up. Where is it? Oh, now I can't get it out. All right, we got to back up, find the end of my thread. I don't want that many. There it is. I'm going to pull that out if I can. There we go. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I know a lot of you say, oh, I'd like to do that, but I don't know how. Well, look at me. I don't know how either. I just do it. Even if it's wrong, I do it anyway. I'm going to come over here on this side. Whoops. And I'm also not that great at planning ahead, because if I had been, I would have went from here around instead of starting where I started, because now I got to go over there and do that little part. So let's see. I'm going to run my needle under here if I can do that. Can I go all the way across? I'm about to find out. I don't need that pin. And I don't need that one. Well, there's the scammers calling me. But I'm not getting up to go all the way in the living room to get my phone. Do you get a lot of spam calls? I get tons of them. All the time. Now, where am I at? Let's see. I want to come up right. Where do I want to come up? Right. Almost. That's good right there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I get lots of spam calls. You know, they'll go away for a while, then they'll come back. So, they're back. And I'll get 3 or 4 a day. And then they'll stop for a little while. And then they'll be back. So, I don't know what that's all about. All right. So there's that. So anyway, oh, I've been on the hunt for the Labubu monster plush little toy things, dolls, plush dolls for my granddaughter for Christmas. So I've had a time, but I finally got her one. If you don't know what they are, they're just these little, they're not very big. They're about that big. And they have little monster faces. They're really cute. They're not scary. Creepy a little bit maybe, but anyway, they're the popular thing right now. And so I ordered one through Amazon, and when I verified it, it came back fake. Well, thank goodness I ordered it through Amazon because I could send it back. And it wasn't Amazon selling it. You know how they have sellers that sell through Amazon? Well, it was one of those. And so I sent that one back. And then I found this Facebook group on, I found this Facebook group that is for, it's a Labubu site, Facebook group. So I looked around on there and I found this girl and I thought, well, I'm going to take a chance. So I contacted her and told her that I would like to buy a Labubu from her. She assured me that they were real. Well, I'm skeptical because I'd already gotten scammed once. So, but I said, well, I'm going to take a chance on you. She was in New Jersey. So, Susan, she could have been your neighbor. I don't know. Just saying. She was from New Jersey. So, anyway, I got them a couple of days ago. I got 2 of them from her. And believe it or not, I got 2 for just a little less than $10 that I paid for the first one that I got. I got 2. And when I went to verify them, they're real. So happy about that. Because they're so popular right now, and there's so many scammers out there until you don't know if you're buying something real or not. As a matter of fact, some stores, the stores are getting taken because people are buying Labubus in the stores, in the real stores. And then when they get home and they check, they're not real. It's the craziest thing. I saw it on the news the other day that they were saying be really careful where you buy them because there's so many scammers and they've gotten so good until you just can't tell if they're real or not. The only way you can tell is if you go to the website and you verify your secret code that you have to scratch off when you get it. And you have to put that in, and if it comes up, then it's real. So I was happy because she seemed like a nice lady, but I just wasn't sure. But not everybody's dishonest. And, I mean, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't sell something to somebody if it wasn't real. But y'all know there's a lot of people out there that do it. So anyway, my hunt for the Labubus is over. And my granddaughter has 2 for Christmas. And that's the only Christmas presents that I bought. Was for her. So I always give my grandson money because he's 25. He's hard to buy for. I haven't bought presents for him in a long time. I just always give him money. But my granddaughter, she's 7. So I can still buy for her. And she'll like it. But not clothes. She's already got there. I bought her a dress. She loves dresses. I bought her a dress. And I bought her 2. And one had flowers on it. And one had unicorns, I think. And she said she wasn't going to wear that flowered one. She didn't like it. I said, well, why not? She said, I don't like flowers anymore on my clothes. Oh, okay. So flowers are out. And bunnies and unicorns and hearts and stuff like that she'll wear. So that's where we're at. Another few years and I probably won't be able to buy anything for her either. But that's okay. It's easier just to give them money. Boy, that's a crooked stitch. Tempted to take that one out. You know what? I think I will. And maybe this one too. That's not bad. I only took 2 stitches out of my... Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, see if I can get my needle threaded. That's always a problem. Did I get it all? Nope, missed one. That's the problem with these strands. But I don't know. I like them, but they're hard to get all the strands through. There we go. I finally got it. Took me a minute. Okay. This is kind of thick, so it's probably better if I just do a stab stitch. Well, it's all right now. I'm over here where the fabric is not so thick. I don't know that I'm doing well. I'm not even on... How much of this have y'all not even seen? Probably most of it. I've been talking away and haven't paid any attention to where I was. So I'm sure that you probably missed most of it, which is not a big deal. Now it's hung. What's it caught on? Come on. Let me pull you out of there. There we go. Oh, we're still hung up. almost done, and I can't. I think I needed to cut my thread off. It's getting frayed down there at the bottom. All right, just a couple more stitches and this will be done. I'm going to put one more. Now I have to decide, do I want to put a charm on this one? I think I might. Get off of there. Well, that's it. Not perfect, but I guess it'll do. I'm sorry, I apologize. That you probably missed most of the stitching, but because I think I was over here with it. I tend to pull it towards me. And when I get to talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing, and so anyway, I'm going to pause you for a minute, and I'm going to go see if I can find a charm to put on here. So I'll be right back.